Book 3, The French. Early French settlement took place in what is now Canada, around present-day Montreal and Quebec. The French colonial economy was built around the fur trade. French colonies in the New World grew very slowly at first compared to their English and Spanish rivals. This slow growth was due primarily to a challenging climate and corruption in the colonial government. Eventually, French fur trappers traveled west and south to the areas north of the Great Lakes. Missions, religious settlements run by holy men, were established throughout the region to convert Wyandot, Huron to the French, Native American Indian tribes to Christianity. By the late 1600s, trappers and missionaries pushed southward into the Ohio and Mississippi River valleys, slowly making their way south to establish the present-day city of New Orleans. Some holy men had success, while others met their death. Native American Indians often tolerated the French priests until they began to push too hard and disrupt their way of life too much. Huron enemies such as the Iroquois tribes also added to the danger. French fur trappers often met with greater success than missionaries and other European settlers in forging relationships with Native American Indian tribes. Many French fur trappers became self-sufficient and adopted aspects of Native American Indian culture to survive in the wild. They likely gained respect because of their ability to adapt and survive off of the land. They traded frequently in the villages of Algonquian and Huron tribes. Some spent winters with tribes they had befriended and even took Native American wives. Tribes that were depleted by sickness or conflict with rivals supported the practice. The French and the English eventually began to travel and trade for furs in the same areas. Conflict over trade in western parts of present-day New York, Pennsylvania, and southward all the way to the Mississippi River were common. By the 1760s, their close ties to opposing Native American Indian tribes would lead to war between the two European powers and their allies. The French and Indian War, the North American theater of the worldwide 7 Years' War, led to the loss of French control of North American territories.